Gonna watch this video. The ultimate gaming attractiveness tier list.
Today we're gonna be objectifying women. I've compiled a list of characters I'm gonna put in a tier list based on my completely biased and arbitrary opinion. Starting of course with one of the most decorated games on the hub. Starting with Tracer.
Oh
I could probably
my
trace
God.
the outline of her ass. A tier. Widowmaker. She's a widow for a reason. Rumors have it her husband was a milkman who ran out of milk to give. Hang me on a drying rack when you're done. Ash. She has some insane competition in this list, so unfortunately she's only B tier. Mercy. Unfortunately Mercy isn't my type. I know,
What?
I'm sorry to upset all of you who like playing Mercy. All 4 of you. Wait!
No one likes playing Mercy.
C tier. Remember when I said
Come on now.
Overwatch was once the pioneer of the cornfields? Diva's the sole reason for that. She carried her team to the top of the charts so hard that no other game could compete. Think Zaiwu or Faker 2014. I could write a whole fucking essay about how she got to the top of the charts. Mia Khalifa who? We all know who the real Top Gun is, come on. Moving on, we got Valorant.
I'm pissed!
Neon is pretty mid, I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing about her that's striking other than she looks like Sonic. What? She's Filipino? Fuck, why didn't you just say so? I gotta start Filipino baiting. Killjoy and Raze. Individually, they don't have a lot going for them really. They're skill capped at C tier,
I don't
but
know
when
this
they
game.
scissor,
I
it's
don't
like
play it at
fusion.
all.
They become Raze Joy and immediately
What?
get bumped up to A tier. I'm not biased towards lesbians, I swear. Jet. She looks like a Korean model in cosplay. What more can I say? Reina. There are no words to describe
Damn,
how
this
much
game
I
is
want
full of
Reina
hot
to
chicks,
shove
huh?
her eye into my eye. Her proportions are logically sound and her demeanor screams dominatrix. S tier. Sage. I imagine Sage being a stereotypical Asian mother. She'll enroll her child in Kumon, treat them as a retirement plan, beat them with a belt, and instill lifelong trauma by the time they're in 3rd grade. See, you might call that child abuse. I call it a woman knowing what she wants. Gecko. Aye, great album, man. I love Temporary and Houdini. Best album since Kamikaze. Marshall Mathers tier. Fade. They say you attract what you fear. Fade. Viper. She is the single most attractive character in Valorant and it's not even close. She looks like a cross between Raven from Teen Titans and Fubuki from One Punch Man, and I am all for it. I want your poison to course all over my body until I can no longer move.
So, you want to hear a story?
That was pretty
huh?
extreme.
There's
huh?
not too much to talk about on Borderlands. It has a very cartoony art style which may put some people off. Sweet Jesus Christ! I just look at Moxie and go.
Mama warned me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
Her design just continues to evolve from Borderlands 1 to 3 and her voice.
The name's Moxie.
Holy majoli.
What's yours, sugar?
Obvious S tier. Maya is one of the best characters in Borderlands and oh, she's dead. I was about to put her in A, but well shit. D for dead tier. Tiny Tina.
E for dead.
Whoa, okay, Chris Tyson, hold up there, Dr. Diddles kids. 25 to life tier. Now let's talk about
Jesus.
platformers. Peach. There's a good reason she's one of the top most searched characters on R34, and the Mario movie did not help decrease her numbers at all. Holy shit, the amount of fan art I've seen of her. Canonically, she's B tier, but after seeing R34 of her, she's easily S tier. The chick from Jump King.
Jeez.
You don't even see her for the entire game until the end, and she's still A tier because I too would jump for joy if I saw her. I also can't forget what's personally my favorite platformer of all time, the Mega Man franchise. Hot girl isn't exactly the first word that pops into my head when we talk about oh sweet Jesus. Bro, this is the second time you've done that
Please
shit. She
stop
looks
doing
like
that.
XJ9. I want to make her XJ mine. A tier. Iris. Ah yes,
No.
Zero's love interest and younger. Oh wait, she's dead. Aelia. Basic bitch tier, don't care. Seal. Seal is Zero's love interest in the Zero series, and personally I really like Seal's
Yeah, I didn't play
character.
this
She's a
series either.
scientist, a good
I don't know, I know.
talker, and she's 16.
And why?
Topic change.
Why are
Let's
you
talk
looking
about
at, like,
Samus.
8-bit
Samus can
characters? Come
blast
on.
me if she wants. She is hot both in and out of the suit. No, seriously,
Yeah,
it's
of
gotta be
course.
piping hot in there. Her fan art is elite and she looks and acts like a supermodel. Please dominate me.
War never changes.
Sorry, wrong game. It's supposed to be The Last of Us. Joel is an excellent character and an excellent father figure. He literally chose to save Ellie over saving the entire world in part 1, and oh wait, he's fucking dead in part 2. Thanks, Neil Druckmann. Abby. If you like Abby, well, kill you. I think Ellie's pretty goddamn hot. Some people don't like the diversity in Last of Us 2, but personally, I think it's a welcome change with lesbians. A tier. Snake. Snake has got to be packing. If you've seen him in a skin-tight suit, then you know that Snake is actually a basilisk, like that guy who lost in the Olympics because his dick was too big. Honestly, I don't even know how this motherfucker crawls on the ground with his dick slapping against the ground every 2 milliseconds. Well endowed tier. Quiet. She may be silent, but you know what they say. Titties speak louder than words.
Dear Lord.
S tier. Now let's talk about the Batman Arkham series, which surprisingly has no shortage of hot women. I mean, look at Harley Quinn. She can smack me with a baseball bat any day of the week and I'd only be crazier for her. Dominate me. Catwoman. Selena Kyle is a woman who I'd love to walk down the aisle with. She's the type of cat who would knock your shit off the table and walk all over your keyboard for attention, and you will fucking like it. I wish they would make a whole spin-off game about her. S tier. Poison Ivy. Just like Viper, she can poison me, dominate me, indoctrinate me with her beliefs. Anything she does to me, I will accept because I'm a little bitch. Batman. Fucker's rich. I'm not gay, and I would date him to inherit all his wealth when he dies. My metric for being hot isn't as petty as the size of the tits, but rather the size of the bank account. Piggy bank tier. Lara Croft. Tomb Raider? More like Womb Raider, because not even Satan himself would be able to pull me out, because I would be deeper than the Earth's core. S tier. Now let's talk about characters from Resident Evil. There's a whole Dairy Isle selection of characters in this franchise. I don't even know where to start. Dimitrescu is literally the perfect woman. That's it. I'm done. Video's over. Pack it up, folks. Jill Valentine is a very upright and virtuous woman who I would evaluate my life decisions and fix myself for. Yes, ma'am, I will obey the law at all times. Never jaywalk again. Go to bed by 10 p.m. and become super responsible. A tier. Ada Wong. Ada is the perfect Asian woman. Change my mind. Please dominate me. There's nothing wrong. Bayonetta is more JoJo than JoJo. She's a JoJo character LARPing as a video game character. S tier. Moving on, we have Eve from Stellar Blade, who took the world by storm in April. Stellar Blade is truly stellar because I am absolutely starstruck at Eve's beauty. She's got more clothes in her closet than Ted Bundy has dead bodies. I personally think she's the most fashionable game character of all time because she can go from wearing something insanely revealing to something super formal. Dominate me like you did the Natiba. Now let's talk about some RPGs that are near and dear to my heart. First up is the Witcher series. There's a war between Yennefer and Triss fans that rears its head every now and then, but we all know that the best girl in The Witcher is Keira Metz. Her hatred for the outdoors and fear of looking poor really won me over. S tier. Yennefer is a character who knows she's smart and will make you know it. Beneath her condescending demeanor is a woman who desires to be loved above all, but she covers this with a veil of coldness and uncaring. So tsundere. She'd be B tier if she wasn't so hot, but she is, so please dominate me. Triss is the opposite of Yennefer and completes a dichotomy. She's sweet, kind, and caring to the point of being overly attached to Geralt, but she's actually conniving deep down. A tier. Ciri. Ciri is a strong, independent woman who can occasionally be naive. She's like a princess except she knows how to dick you down. S tier. Geralt. If you don't want to fuck Geralt, you are gay. Especially when he's played by Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill would fuck Henry Cavill, okay? S tier. Next is a game that people won't shut the fuck up about, winning 2022's Game of the Year, Elden Ring. Marika. Listen, if we judge by the fan art that Marika has, I don't even have to explain. You and I would both love to enter her lands between. Please dominate me. Malenia. Only a masochist would love being destroyed by her, and I am one of them. Nicola.
Me too.
I leave here my straightness. The fact that you can get your heart stolen by him means that Nicola is just an absolute bombshell of a man. B tier. Ronnie. Ronnie is such a doll. No, literally, she is a doll. See, I don't know about you, but I'm kinda scared to put my dick in that. It might be dirty. S tier. Millicent. Millicent literally goes from rags to riches after you give her a hand-shaped food stamp. It's a comeback for the ages. Best girl in Elden Ring, hands down. Sorry, Rani. Now let's talk about 2023's Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3, Shadowheart. She's a religious fanatic who might sacrifice you to her god, but she's hot as shit and a lot of women have cosplayed as her, so I'll give her an easy A pass. Karlach. Karlach isn't just hot, she is absolutely infernal. She's a ride-or-die character and personally my favorite in the whole game. She can douse me in gasoline and set me on fire, and I would thank her. Lae'zel. Begone, foul beast! Not only is Lae'zel ugly as shit, but she's also racist as shit. Know your place, Githyanki scum. Ooh, Astarion.
Fire
I'm
at
putting
will.
Astarion here because he's got a special place in my heart because of his
My
voice.
parasite. Perhaps this is a side effect of yours.
Yeah, I kind of want to fuck his voice, not in a gay way. B tier.
Well,
Tifa is so bright and hot that she outshines and melts the sun. I can see why the Italian Senate put her on blast. I don't need to talk about her anymore, she can peg me if she wants to. A wise sage once said that there are only
peg me
two
if
types of women. The childhood friend
What the fuck? She can pick me if she
and the homewrecker. So it's really lucky for Tifa that Aerith's fucking dead because she would have taken his man, like goddamn. Aerith has impeccable riz, able to switch between serious and flirtatious at any given moment. Personality wise, I like her more than Tifa, so you can call me anti-Tifa. That's too long, let's just call it Antifa. Next game is Cyberpunk, starting with Pan Am. Pan Am is part of the reason Cyberpunk
I knew
is
this
still
game
played
was
so much
coming.
to this day because majority of the players are people who still aren't done jerking it to her. She's feisty and knows what she wants, and I think that is S tier. Judy. Personally, I don't see Judy as a love interest in this game. She's more of a ride or die little sister. I'd help her out in any way I can, but I would not date her. Songbird is a fellow tortured soul who was used her entire life and gets no happy ending. It fucking sucks for her because she's either dead, gets used for the rest of her life, or ends up isolated in space. S tier. Meredith. She never called me back, but I will never forget the time we shared together. A tier. Life is Strange. I'm not too fond of the characters in the story, but I am, however, strangely attracted to Chloe. I would give up my life, my heart, my home for Chloe. I'm not surprised that Max did the same, because if he asked me to choose Chloe over Arcadia, I would choose Chloe every day of the fucking
know
week.
this game.
S tier. Another strange game is Doki Doki Literature Club, starting with Dead, Deader, and Deady. And then you have Monica, who's literally the only choice by the end of the game. She's fucking crazy and obsessed with you and will commit murder-suicide if she ever sees you with another girl, which is pretty goddamn hot, so she can cut my balls off any day. Last is gacha games. I stopped playing these a while ago, but here's a separate tier list of each game in case you're interested. That's it. Leave a death threat if you hate the video. Goodbye.
Nice. Good job, man. I'd agree with most of it, although the games that I don't know, I can't really agree with it. Mercy, though? Mercy's...
Your
I
future
don't know
is
if I would
at
put her where you did. But, for the most part, good take.